Tommy here, and if you just give me the time of which the minutes this video is, probably 3, I promise my intention is for you to receive something that'll give you at least an inkling to an epiphany. I started a breathwork community, and we actually help people create epiphanies. We do it on a daily basis, so you can join us, contact us below, but primarily, the main reason I make these videos is to show you that we gotta be more aware of our present moment. And that is, something you might agree with or disagree with, but if you listen, I'll explain to you. I had this day that happened some time ago, and I decided to share what I learned because I never heard it that way. Ultimately, I was being told to manifest things with gratitude. And, that mostly equated to feeling good, which is great. The habit of feeling good is a great habit. You should implement it daily. You should build that habit, so give some time each day to specifically feel good and great for a long period of time, or a few seconds or minutes. But what came to me was the fact that in this manifestation with gratitude, I was in a place that I didn't necessarily appreciate. I felt like I didn't necessarily appreciate it. I didn't feel good in it, and I didn't like that I was in it. And then I heard a voice, or it was just my thought based on my whole life before me. The thought came rushing through into my mind as this. And I'll, record and say it here as best as I remember. But the feeling it gave was basically the same. And it was this: if you don't necessarily like where you are, but all your senses, the ones we know about, right? See, hear, all the other ones. Your senses are appreciating this moment anyway, and you don't like it. That is true gratitude. So, if I was only realizing that, being wholly present and receiving my thought in that moment, I realized we just have to become aware of what we are actually appreciating, because this experience is trying to call forth some information that we have brought ourselves to, and we're trying to understand it. So true gratitude is becoming aware in that present moment what we are appreciating, what we are truly grateful for. And truly, if I continue for a short little bit, I was listening to a Shaolin monk earlier today, and I was listening to a man by the last name of Deem, I believe, who preaches and teaches the ancient lessons of Kabbalah. And, I'm a Christian, and I have the faith of my my mother and my grandmother. It's the way they taught me, So if you want to, debate about beliefs, I'd love to, because it's only going to get us to a mutual benefit that we're trying. It will, or at least we're trying to get to that mutual benefit we're trying to have on the balanced scales, let's say, the way the Shaolin monk said it. And then the Kabbalah teacher, ultimately, after especially reading a chapter here from Napoleon Hill, Profiting on Failure, there was this phrase I always used to say called worst case scenario, best case scenario, because even in the most rarest times, places people don't want to be, in a failure, there was a great lesson to be learned, or at least something to be found and seen that someone has not been wanting to look at, because it is that rare point where we don't want to be. And it really just brought to mind, hearing it from this Kabbalic perspective, the fact that, and to be fair, everything today, it's a duality. It's always a duality. And this chapter from Napoleon Hill basically told us, if we're striving for something bigger, or if we want Mother Nature, if Mother Nature wants to take us to something bigger, and we're urged through passion to try to receive it, it needs to mold and build us. So there has to be that duality. If you'd like to be here, you need to understand how to get there by that defeat, right? If there's a straight line here, and there's the peaks and the valleys, right? They go up and down. There's that reciprocating sort of thought. I hope this has helped. It has truly been my intention to help. There's a playlist for other thoughts like this, specifically talking about these gratitude points. And I hope you have a great day. Peace.